Stage is set. Ball is on the tee. And off we go on EA Sports. On the return, it's Devin Duvernay. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Drive to start. Here's 1st and 10. Now the former Eagle and Lion who's back in the NFC North. It's DeAndre Swift. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line.
Well, it's hard to imagine starting a game much better than that. Great play design. You can tell all week they love that play to start the game, and, man, you can see why.
On 1st and 10, it's Williams. Pass is caught. That's DJ Moore. And he's going to be taken down right at the 25-yard line. Here's Williams on 1st and 10. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up 2nd down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. A play fake. Now Williams. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down. Derek Brown, former 7th overall selection, gets the sack there. Here's a 3rd and 10. On 3rd down, it's Williams from the gun. Can't beat those legs. 13-yard pickup. A scramble leads to a 1st down.
Having a quarterback with this ability to run is such an X factor in today's NFL. It's an element of their offense that you have to be prepared for on every single play. Here we see it on 3rd down. Starts out as a pass. Nowhere to go with the ball. He tucks it, turns into a runner. Picks up the 1st down.
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. The Bears are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to...
He slams it in there, and he is in. DeAndre Swift, touchdown Chicago. That's the 5th touchdown for him on the year. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense. And this one is blocked. So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Right to the air goes Young. Open man downfield is Weekend. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Didn't take them long to get now to their opponent's side of the field. I like the idea of starting this drive with some explosive pass plays. That's going to open everything up, both underneath in the passing game and on the ground. So big play to get this drive off to a fast start.
And he'll push his way ahead for a gain of 2. Kyler Gordon there to make the tackle. Second down and 8. Now Young. That's into the hands of Jonathan Brooks. And he's going to have a first down. He's forced out. Nice pickup of 9.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
And he'll get back maybe to the line of scrimmage, but probably going to be a loss of a yard here.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming, and he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Slot man in motion right. He's trying to get around the corner, but can't. Going to be run down behind the line. A completion, yes. A loss of yardage, yes as well. 3rd and long. To throw, Young. He'll take a shot here for the end zone. And that is incomplete.
I can tell you from firsthand experience, Mike, that is a lonely and long jog back to the huddle. I mean, you're an inch away from being the hero with a deep touchdown. Instead, you let it go through your fingertips, and you got to come back to the huddle and try again.
York's kick is good. And the Panthers are on the board. They cut the lead to 6-3.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
Duvernay on the return. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. Trying to get away, but he will not. They finally run him down.
This offense came into this drive hoping to extend their narrow lead, Mike, but instead, after first down, they find themselves in 2nd and forever following that big sack right out of the gate.
A play fake, and they'll throw, and he'll be taken down. They get him back at the 5-yard line.
Brings up 3rd down.
So the two sides going to make that long walk to the other end of the field. It's the Bears off to the early lead. We're back to Soldier Field after this. So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long.
Here we go. Go, Trap. Trap 60.
Working out of the gun, here's Williams.
And that's a great job defensively here on 3rd down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the 1st down.
Now, fair catch taken, and they're going to have great starting field position just shy of midfield. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. A run with Brooks to begin this drive. And that'll be a pickup of 3. They face 2nd down and 7. Young. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Here's Young. A ball deep for the end zone. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. On now, Cade York for the point after. He's got it. And the Panthers open the lead to 4. It's 10-6. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Duvernay on the return. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. Throwing on 1st down, it's Williams. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line.
This is the epitome of team defense. Not only are you able to rush the passer and put relentless pressure on him play after play, but the coverage on the back end is so tight. There's just nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball. You see him just continue to hold the ball, that extra second in the pocket, and with the way these guys are pass rushing, that's all the time they need.
And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Williams going to look to throw it on 1st down. That is caught downfield by Odunze. And he's in. Roll Odunze. Touchdown Bears. A terrific play all the way around. Finished off by the receiver, who not only made the grab, but Greg turned it up and takes it into the end zone.
And that's the tricky part, Mike, that transition from receiver.
And this one is blocked. So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. And he's going to bring it out from the middle of the end zone. And he will get cut down short, shy of the 20-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. They'll start this on the ground with Brooks. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Throwing on second down, Young gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Oh, he's hit behind the line, and the ball is out. The Bears have it.
And as you can see with that fumble, Mike, it really just goes back to the fundamentals of how they're taught to carry the ball. And they talk about the points of pressure. And the biggest thing really, Mike, is you want the front tip of the ball, the part where your fingers cover, to always be higher than the back tip of the ball. So often you see that front tip go down, and it makes it so much easier for that defender to kind of rake it out. So you want pressure against the outside of the ball, both tips, the inside of the ball, and then keep that front point up.
That one's good for 29. Still get a first down at the 1. First and 10, they go from the 11. That is caught by the tight end. Touchdown, Chicago. And a special moment as the rookie catches his first NFL touchdown.
And the more they can develop this young tight end, Mike, it just gives this quarterback additional weapons, and it's just going to make this offense even more difficult to stop.
A tight end, his first career NFL touchdown. Do you remember yours?
Oh, man, I'll tell you, I can recall it like it was yesterday, Mike. We were up Sunday night, primetime game, Lambeau Field against Brett Favre and the Green Bay Packers. And the previous play, Brian Urlacher recovered a fumble, probably around the 20, 25-yard line. Brian Griese was our quarterback for Chicago, and the ensuing play, threw it up to the left corner of the end zone. And, Mike, guess who called the game? None other than the legendary John Madden.
They send him right out of the slot. And he's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down. Second and a yard. Now a give, but here comes a reverse. And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line.
For that play to work, Mike, you have to distort the defensive line at the point of attack. And what that means is the offensive lineman, you need one of them to win their block. Move the defender out of his gap. Because when you do,
That'll be intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Johnson. And he is going to score. A pick 6 for the touchdown. Well, they just tried a very short throw, and instead, the defense takes it back the other way, and they come up with the big play, scoring the touchdown.
Mike, for how fast he jumped that route, it almost seems like he was in the huddle and ran the route for the quarterback. I mean, he was there before the receiver, and as you said, there was nothing left to do but take it all the way back the other way.
The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. To throw is Young. And that ball out of reach toward the sideline. It'll be an incompletion.
I think all of us up here in the booth were curious, how is this quarterback going to bounce back following the pick six? And, a lot of guys come back and they're very conservative and they just want to dink and dunk because they're scared to throw another pick. Well, we found out pretty quickly. Not this guy. He's going to continue to attack the ball downfield, and he's looking to make big plays any chance he gets.
He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incompletely. Might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. But sometimes he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down. This brought in out past the 20. That could have broken for a bigger return, but as it is, nice job getting his offense a start out past the 30-yard line.
79 Bronco. Ready.
From the shotgun, it's Williams. He doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. And fortunately, one of his teammates downfield comes to his rescue and retains possession after the big play. They'll come up first and 10 at the 40.
Let's go now. 70 range.
Throwing is Williams. He coughs up the football. And the defense has it. And I believe the referee was buzzed by the replay officials, indicating let's get a closer look at this. They trigger this automatically in the last 2 minutes of the half. Work to do now as they come up on second and long.
Go! Viking 18! Ready?
Now Williams. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete. He was looking to get it to DJ Moore. And it's going to be third down.
I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
And now we'll get a late timeout coming in the waning moments of this second quarter. Here's Tory Taylor now. The punt for the second time, looking to pin the opponent back deep. And we will not see a return on this one, as it will be marked down. So we hit halftime along the lakefront here in Chicago, and the Bears are on top, as we'll send you down to Orlando now for Jonathan Coachman as our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach, second half, drawing near. Glad to have you back with us here on EA Sports.
Cairo Santos to kick off for Chicago.
Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Back to throw, Young. And the coverage right there. This ball knocked away. It's incomplete. The pass intended for Xavier Legette. And it'll lead to a second down.
He does a fantastic job, Mike, of not only rotating the ball in the air, but then attacking it hands on hands. That's exactly something they work on every week in practice. Great job translating those drills into a live game.
A second down throw for Young. Open man, the tight end, straight down the field. That one good for 26 yards.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start. How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back, but not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings them down for a loss.
2nd and 11. Throwing is Young. That's caught. It's Brooks out of the backfield. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
And this is what modern-day running back looks like in the NFL. They want to be able to activate these players in the passing game, no different than they do with the tight ends and the wide receivers. When you look out there and you have a mismatch, you have a linebacker or a safety on your running back, he's expected to win, and that's exactly what he did here.
And the struggles continue. He's dropped behind the line again.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
On second down, Young. Going up top. That is caught. What a throw. Xavier Legette. Touchdown, Carolina. So they take the shot downfield, and it is caught in the end zone for a touchdown. What a big play that is, Greg.
Absolutely, Mike. And the key to a play like this is when the ball travels this far in the air, they teach you, don't look back, look up, because that's where the ball will be. And in this case, he was able to secure it and come away with a big touchdown.
So now the Panthers and Young will attempt the two-point conversion. Back to throw. And a big conversion for two. And it's a one-score game. The deficit is only 8. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but bring it out, so they'll take over at the 30-yard line. 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Swift, and he'll get about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Here's Williams. That'll be caught by DeAndre Swift. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
We're starting to see this so often, Mike. The days of just having a running back who you're just going to turn around and hand it to, yes, that's still a critical part of NFL offensive football, but their ability to be used in the passing game. Just one more thing for the defense to have to defend. Make them go sideline to sideline, line of scrimmage to the end zone. Defend every blade of grass, and a really good running back goes a...
The pickup of 3 brings up 17-7.
Second and 7. A play fake. Now Williams. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. Young going to give it to Brooks. He'll bring this up to the 22. Tremaine Edmonds there to make the play. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Here's Young to throw. He's going to take a shot down the field. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position. You have to admire when quarterbacks are willing to put their head down and fight for some extra yardage, Mike. But sometimes the juice ain't worth the squeeze. Get down, protect yourself, live to play another snap.
Ready up! 79 Bronco! Ready!
On 2nd down, it's Williams. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And his guys are going to be set up with a short field as they look to draw closer and perhaps draw even in this one.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
A gain there of 11. It's good for a Panther 1st down.
The first back taken in this last year's draft, Mike, and down in Carolina, all the conversation surrounds, can we get more talented skill players around Bryce Young and see if he can become that quarterback of the future that they're all banking on. And with Jonathan Brooks, his production at Texas, 10 touchdowns on the ground last year. He's good in pass protection. He's elusive. He's explosive. He's everything you want in a modern-day NFL running back.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. They send the tight end in motion. From the gun, it's Young. He'll get this out to his running back. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
We've now seen this quarterback show that he can beat you from both inside and now outside of the pocket. The ability to use his legs to flush out and buy time for his receivers. They uncover downfield, leads to a big pickup.
On this 1st down, it's Johnson. Now a flag comes in. It was thrown by the umpire. The pickup is 4, but usually that's a holding penalty. Now Young. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15. So we are through 3. Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Brooks. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on 1st down. second down and 3. Another try with Brooks. He is in. Jonathan Brooks. Touchdown, Panthers. Greg, how often do we say it's a one-possession game, but that's a two-part story? Part one taken care of right there with the touchdown.
All right, Mike, so they go down and they get the all-important touchdown. But only half the time is this truly a one-score game. They need this two-point conversion here to tie it up.
The Panthers will line up for the two-point conversion.
To throw, Young. That's incomplete. Oh, they were going for the conversion to get this thing even. Instead, it will remain a two-point game. Looking to double up here. Score the touchdown. They want more. They're lining up for an onside kick. The Panthers will take their first timeout. So the lead is down to just 2 now in the fourth quarter as they kick it off. Devin Duvernay going to bring it out of the end zone. And he will get back to only about his 20-yard line. That's where the drive will start.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
So after surrendering their 6th sack of the game, I looked down on the sideline, Mike, and found their offensive line coach. He grabbed his headset, removed it, and he slammed it on the ground. And truthfully, I don't blame him. His unit has been getting worked up front all day in pass protection.
Let's go now.
Throwing on second down, Williams. And that ball led him too far, maybe too wide. Out of bounds, incomplete. Rome Odunze, the one he was looking for. And third down coming up. Off play action. Here's Williams. And they're going to move this all the way up near the 35-yard line.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Williams. Quick throw, taken in. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the fourth quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative. Just handoff right, handoff left, and it just...
Pressure gets there, and down he goes.
This has been a masterful game plan defensively. I mean, not only have they found their mismatches and been able to exploit them, it's led to 7 sacks so far. I mean, even when the offense seems to make an adjustment, Mike, the defense just still seems to be one step ahead of them.
He'll send this one deep for Odunze. And they bring him down there, but it is inside the 10. It is going to be 1st and goal.
When he continues to play at this level, Mike, it just makes this team so hard to beat. It's the combination of leading both long, sustained drives and being able to strike in bunches. It puts so much pressure on these defenses, and with the way today's game has gone, doesn't look like he has any plans on slowing down.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try here on 2nd and goal. One more time, they try Swift. Stop at the 6, and that sets up 3rd and goal. Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. This is the 8th play of this drive, and it's 3rd and goal. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. And that is incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
And this one, right down the middle. It's good. A big 3 points as they extend their 4th quarter lead.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Brooks. Here's Young. Now he'll air one out. And this will be incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
What's the play call here? 4th down and 7. They'll go. Young. And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys 1st and 10 in the red zone.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see, can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
Throwing on 1st down, it's Williams. To the perimeter, he got Odunze on the out. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5.
19 tight. 19 tight. Get it.
They'll drop to throw. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They went for it all on that one and just a little bit off. Ball winds up hitting the ground. They've got to move forward. The opportunities are out there. Better execution, better location, and they got some big plays in their future.
Here now, 3rd and 5.
Come back, team. Come back, team. Ready?
On 3rd down, it's Williams from the gun. He's got it at the 3. And they're going to have enough to convert here. And it sets up 1st and goal.
Nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than being able to pick up a 1st down without being forced to push the ball downfield and force it past the line to gain. He settles for the underneath check down. He's confident.
And he will fight his way to the end zone. DeAndre Swift, touchdown Bears. That's his 2nd touchdown of this one, and he's got a half dozen for the year.
And that's exactly how you stress all week, finishing a game. Get the ball and leave no doubt. But that late touchdown, Mike, that should all but just seal this victory away.
So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. They'll come up for 1st and 10. Here's Young. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up 2nd down. Back to throw. Young. He's going to let this one go deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. Now Young. He's going to look downfield once again. And he's going to be dragged down, but not until he's inside the 25. Now a timeout for Carolina. That's going to be their 2nd as they get it with just under a minute to go in this football game. Young to throw on 1st down. And this is going to be a touchdown. Hold everything. They are not done yet.
Well, that was step 1. The offense did their job, get this thing back within 1 possession, so they're still alive. But now they've got to find a way to get a little bit of luck and find a way to get the ball back, and it's not going to be easy.
The kick is good. However, there is a penalty flag down. The defense might have gotten a head start. With 1 timeout remaining, all they can really do here is try to recover an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
With the rule changes on kickoff, Mike, it's just so hard to really expect to recover an onside kick nowadays. There's a lot of people pushing for kind of a radical change to this. Hey, can we make it 4th and 15? Offense gets the go. If they convert it, they keep the ball. I'm not sure that ever happens, but we can see here an onside kick, not much of a chance.
The defense still with all 3 timeouts at their disposal as the quarterback's down to an E. The last 2 runs each lost a yard. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 12. And this drive going from bad to worse. And a delay of game now on top. The task now, a really tough one. 3rd and very long. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee.